Remember, they're changing my voice, and it comes with severe, severe consequences for everyone in the afterlife. And when you look at how they're living their lives in this life, it's obvious that they're going to live pitiful beta lives and then go to hell for eternity. People who are watching me have no doubt in their mind, okay, that I'm going to say that and that it's fair to say. They have made it clear to me they have no viable counterargument, and they think it is the logical assumption to believe that that is what's going to happen, okay, but they still proceed, okay, because they don't have the heart to do the right thing. Understand that fully. All right, so where did I leave off on last time? I left off on somewhere around the root and the offspring. See here, okay. All right, so over here, Jesus said he is the root and offspring of David in Revelation 22:16, and that also means his single combat victory, spiritually, right? The idea of it's superimposed on sparring, spar it, spirit, okay, and spirit, right? Versus a guy with a slingshot who may as well had a gun because he can create a lot of force, or with a sling rather, he can create a lot of force with a sling, and it's a projectile. So it wasn't a fair single combat. So it's the moral of the story. And he said, "This day I will strike you down and cut off your head, and the whole world will know that there's a God in Israel." So why did he say cut off his head too? Because it's superimposed on single combat, which can be better performed in a more moral manner. God is morally precise with sparring because it's to get to the spirit and to cover the principles of martial arts combat 101. Okay, hand to hand, the hand of God versus the hand of the devil. All right. Know for sure that they edit my voice and do things to try to make it seem like you should go to child molesters and their allies for a better presentation of the Bible or some other religion, even though they worship the devil. Okay, John 16, Jesus says, "But take heart, I have overcome the world." In 1 Samuel 17, Glath points out that whoever overcomes the others, one's spirits, which is what single combat figuratively stands for here, is supposed to rule. And remember, the Jews tried to stone Jesus. They tried to stone him. Goliath was struck down with a stone. Jesus said the stone the builder rejected. So it's the principles around the stone, righteousness and justice. God's spirit is said to give a spirit of sound judgment, discipline, discernment, what have you. Solomon prayed to God for discernment. All right, martial art principles are life principles, and martial artists, even in America's popular culture, even though they don't take martial arts very seriously, historically, before the UFC nonsense and the clown nonsense became so obvious, okay, are smarter than people who aren't martial artists, right? The professor at school is some out-of-touch ninny, right, who just happens to be good at science or something, okay? Everyone gets that. You don't compare